I won't let his sacrifice be forgotten. Make my choice.
Sometimes people look for heroes.
Sometimes they look for something else. You know, I'm not sure we've met. You definitely won't forget if it happens. The White Tiger is not just a myth, it's a legacy. Hector believes that a hero carries their true strength in their heart.
The year 2025 is set to bring audiences one of the most anticipated action thriller films of the decade with the release of White Tiger, a movie that has already started to create waves in the film industry due to its unique storyline, star-studded cast, and the promise of breathtaking visuals. At its core, White Tiger is a gripping story about power, survival, morality, and the thin line that separates heroism from vengeance. The movie dives deep into the world of espionage and organized crime, blending a modern-day backdrop with elements of cultural mythology, as it follows a central character who rises from the shadows to become a figure feared and respected by many. The premise alone has captivated fans, but what truly makes White Tiger stand out is the way it promises to explore human nature under pressure and the consequences of choices that echo far beyond the moment they are made. The film boasts a stellar cast, featuring one of the most versatile actors of this generation in the lead role. He portrays Arjun Malhotra, a former intelligence operative who vanishes after a failed mission and is presumed dead by his allies. Years later, he resurfaces as a mysterious figure known only as the White Tiger, operating outside the law but with a purpose that few can fully understand. Alongside him is a strong supporting cast that includes an internationally acclaimed actress playing the role of Dr. Lina Rao, a humanitarian and researcher who becomes entangled in Arjun's dangerous mission. Another major presence in the film is a veteran actor taking on the role of Viktor Ivanov, a ruthless crime lord with global reach whose empire thrives on chaos, corruption, and violence. The chemistry between these characters forms the backbone of the movie, as their paths collide in a way that will leave audiences questioning who can truly be trusted. The plot of White Tiger begins with the quiet life of Arjun Malhotra, who has spent years hiding in the remote mountains after abandoning his past as a government operative. Haunted by the memories of a failed mission that cost the lives of his entire unit, he struggles with guilt and the constant battle between erasing his identity or finding redemption. His isolation, however, comes to an abrupt end when he learns of a rising criminal syndicate led by Viktor Ivanov, whose operations are spreading across continents and leaving devastation in their wake. Ivanov's empire is not just about weapons and drugs, but also about exploiting human lives for profit, making him one of the most dangerous figures on the planet. Arjun is forced to confront his past when he discovers that Ivanov's operations threaten not only global security, but also people close to him, pulling him back into a world he thought he had left behind. As the story progresses, Arjun embraces the persona of the White Tiger, a symbol of stealth, strength, and resilience. His transformation is both physical and emotional, as he begins to wage a one-man war against Ivanov's network. However, unlike the mindless, revenge-driven heroes often seen in traditional action films, Arjun's character is layered with internal conflict. He questions whether his actions are truly righteous or merely a reflection of his own desire for vengeance. This complexity allows the audience to see him not as a perfect hero, but as a flawed man making choices in impossible circumstances. The White Tiger is both feared and admired by those who cross his path, and his myth grows larger as he dismantles Ivanov's empire piece by piece. The introduction of Dr. Lina Rao adds depth to the story, as she represents compassion and intellect in a world dominated by violence. Lina's research into humanitarian crises inadvertently exposes her to Ivanov's network, placing her in grave danger. When Arjun crosses paths with her, their relationship becomes one of the central dynamics of the film. She challenges him to see beyond the black-and-white vision of vengeance and to consider the impact of his actions on the innocents caught in the crossfire. Their bond evolves throughout the film, and it is through Lina's perspective that Arjun begins to reconsider what true justice means. Meanwhile, Viktor Ivanov is portrayed as more than just a one-dimensional villain. His character is given layers that make him both terrifying and intriguing. He is a man who thrives on manipulation, power, and the ability to instill fear. Yet, he also possesses a calculated intelligence that makes him a formidable adversary. Ivanov views the world as a chessboard, and every life as a piece to be sacrificed for his vision of dominance. His confrontation with the White Tiger is not just about physical battles, but also about ideology, as the two men represent completely different philosophies on power and survival. The packing of the film escalates with each act, moving from quiet, introspective moments in the mountains to explosive action sequences in urban landscapes. The filmmakers have promised high-octane chase scenes, hand-to-hand combat sequences choreographed with precision, and set pieces that will rival some of the biggest action blockbusters in recent years. The cinematography captures both the beauty of serene natural settings and the chaos of cityscapes, emphasizing the duality of Arjun's journey from isolation to confrontation. White Tiger also incorporates elements of mythology and symbolism. The tiger, revered in many cultures as a symbol of strength and fearlessness, becomes a metaphor for Arjun's transformation. The film doesn't simply use the image as decoration, but rather integrates it into the psychology of the character. Arjun's adoption of the White Tiger persona reflects his attempt to embody those qualities while also facing the dangers that come with becoming a symbol larger than himself. As the climax builds, the stakes grow higher. Arjun infiltrates Ivanov's heavily guarded fortress, leading to a confrontation that is as much about strategy and intellect as it is about brute force. The final showdown is designed to be both emotionally gripping and visually spectacular, leaving audiences with an ending that is both satisfying and thought-provoking. Without giving away too much, the resolution forces Arjun to make a choice that defines his legacy, a decision that will stay with viewers long after the credits roll. The cast of White Tiger is rounded out with several supporting characters who add richness to the narrative. A young protege who looks up to Arjun provides moments of vulnerability and mentorship, reminding audiences of the generational impact of choices. A double agent within Ivanov's ranks adds suspense and unpredictability, keeping the audience guessing about where loyalties truly lie. Each character is carefully crafted to contribute to the overall story, ensuring that no one feels unnecessary or flat. The release date of White Tiger has been set for the summer of 2025, positioning it as one of the major blockbusters of the year. The studio is confident in its appeal to both action enthusiasts and fans of character-driven dramas, as it balances adrenaline-fueled sequences with meaningful storytelling. Early promotional material has highlighted the film's international scope, with shooting locations ranging from remote mountain ranges to bustling metropolitan cities, giving it a truly global feel. The trailer for White Tiger has already generated enormous buzz. It opens with a haunting shot of a lone figure in the snow, his face obscured, before cutting to a montage of explosive action, tense standoffs, and quiet emotional moments. The music swells as glimpses of the White Tiger's battles against Ivanov's forces are shown, interspersed with quotes that hint at the deeper philosophical themes of the movie. The final shot of the trailer, with Arjun staring directly into the camera as the silhouette of a tiger overlays his face, has become instantly iconic and has sparked countless discussions among fans online. With its unique combination of thrilling action, layered characters, moral complexity, and striking visuals, White Tiger is shaping up to be a film that resonates far beyond its runtime. It is not just about battles and explosions, but about the choices that define us, the demons we carry, and the line between justice and vengeance. The anticipation surrounding this movie is immense, and if it delivers on its promise, it could very well become a defining cinematic experience of 2025.